We all know the feeling of tossing and turning in the middle of the night. When sleep refuses to come, our natural instinct is to pile on heavy blankets and create the warmest, coziest environment possible. But human physiology actually requires the exact opposite environment to initiate the sleep sequence. Sleep scientist Dr. Matt Walker explains a core biological rule. Your brain cannot cross the threshold into sleep until your internal core body temperature drops by approximately 1 degree Celsius, or 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit. If a cold core is a strict, non-negotiable physiological requirement for sleep, you would expect the solution to involve ice packs or freezing rooms. Yet the most scientifically validated, drug-free solution is taking a hot bath. How could immersing your body in scalding water possibly act as the trigger for internal cooling? Resolving this paradox clarifies how we can utilize our thermoregulatory systems to manually signal the brain that it is time to power down. Researchers have spent decades testing non-chemical interventions for insomnia, analyzing everything from bedroom lighting to nighttime routines. In 2019, an exhaustive meta-analysis by Hagayeg and colleagues systematically reviewed over 5,300 candidate articles to identify the ultimate behavioral sleep intervention. This chart highlights the substantial statistical success of what scientists call passive body heating. The data reveals an effect size of greater than 1.01 compared to control groups. This metric, known as Cohen's d, measures the standardized difference between two means. A score over 1 indicates a statistically significant reduction in the time it takes people to fall asleep. The data shows that external heating can be a potent tool. While research suggests it may not outperform specialized hypnotics, it offers a comparable reduction in sleep onset, without the clinical risks often associated with sedative medications. This 3D thermal model illustrates the distal to proximal skin temperature gradient. It's the temperature difference between your internal core and your extremities. Your hands and feet act as primary exhaust valves to release heat. When you step into a hot bath, your body pumps blood from your core to the surface of your skin. This widening of blood vessels is vasodilation. The crucial step-out moment happens when you enter a cooler bedroom. Your blood-engorged skin acts like an open radiator, instantly dumping that concentrated heat. This rapid heat dump forces your core body temperature to crash downward, perfectly mimicking the natural biological trigger your brain needs to fall asleep. A 2005 study by Wen-Shen Liao confirmed that even a 10-minute foot bath at 40 degrees Celsius triggers this system-wide heat dissipation. The rapid core temperature drop after leaving the bath is the biological catalyst for sleep. We can see this radiator effect functioning outside the laboratory in the broad-based 2021 Kyo study, which tracked the real-world sleep habits of over 1,000 older adults in Nara, Japan. Japanese culture heavily embraces evening hot water soaking, providing researchers with the ideal natural experiment to track sleep latency across hundreds of normal homes. Those practicing evening hot water bathing reduced their sleep onset latency by up to 27%, falling asleep roughly 6 minutes faster. Scientific sensors confirmed this was accompanied by a measurably higher skin temperature gradient. This thermal intervention is completely safe. It entirely avoids the severe cognitive impairment and fall risks that commonly plague older adults using standard prescription sleep medications. Because this method proves robust enough to work in chaotic, everyday home environments, sleep scientists have mathematically distilled it into a universally applicable protocol. This is the optimized biological protocol, the 10-40-2 rule. The first variable is the method. You must soak in a warm bath, a shower, or a foot bath for a strict minimum of 10 minutes to ensure full blood vasodilation. The second variable is temperature. The water must be 40 to 42.5 degrees Celsius, 104 to 108.5 Fahrenheit. The final variable is timing. This exposure must occur exactly 1 to 2 hours before bed. But do not bathe immediately before bed. Stepping directly from hot water into your sheets traps the heat in your core, destroying the radiator effect and ruining your sleep. By strategically timing a hot bath, you are using a biological mechanism to plummet your core temperature and guarantee a perfect night of rest.